Hey folks, welcome back to Bullets and Brass. That's right, because I am finally in Texas, because I finally got my Texas driver's license done, I can get a new lower. I know you guys who don't live in weird states are like, yeah, so whatever, Hey, I've lived in a state where this was not legal to purchase for a long time. First thing I did when I was here, ordered the lower. I got lucky. It was available when I wanted it, ordered it, had it delivered, but I couldn't pick it up until today because I didn't have my driver's license. So we're going to get into it, a little bit about it, and then we'll cut to a little more assembled and done. Can't show assembly on YouTube, so it is what it is. I'm going to spray my upper because my upper that I'm putting on it is not FDE, and I am not doing a new upper build anytime soon. We'll get there, but for now it's just the lower build. Okay, so do the big reveal here. I've already obviously had it open because we had it open at the shop. Now, so this is the sprayed, Cerakoted, not anodized. You've got a threaded insert for the D10. You have the built-in trigger guard, so you're not going to lose a pin there, break a pin, break an ear. And you have a threaded rod for the mag catch. Sorry, not mag, for the bolt catch. Oh my God, for the bolt catch, it's threaded. So you're not going to bend a pin or break an ear or sit there and scratch up your lower, trying to get that in there. Nice and easy. You've got a slightly beveled, enhanced magwell. It's not huge like some of them, but it doesn't get in your way like those either. It kind of keeps it discreet. Overall, I love these. I think that they are what AR-15 lowers should be without going to the fancy billet with 3D design and other craziness. As a default lower, this is really my favorite. You also have the adjuster screw to set tension so you can reduce any slop between your upper and lower right there. You just thread it up in until it's snug, done. And we'll see. I haven't put one of these together in a while. I put one together for a buddy who wasn't restricted by Connecticut, and it went together great. The uppers I've done from them go together great. So hopefully this one does as well. And we will cut to that once it's there. I don't have, I do have. I don't want to do an assembly video because YouTube gets pissy about that. Okay, it's close. It's not perfect. It is close enough for my purposes. I do not care. It doesn't have to be exact. I'm going to be spray painting the upper with FDE, whatever the closest thing I can find is. I'm not going to Cerakote it. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm literally going to mask off what I don't want painted, spray it, call it a day. It is what it is. I have other parts coming in for this build, but the lower, I've got everything. The only thing I'm waiting on is the spring for the buffer, and I have a spare. I just don't have the one I want to use. So hopefully I can get that all filmed and get this in one shot. Okay, so you can see what I'm going to use. We have an FTE with a QD backplate. This is at Timber Creek Outdoors. I don't know, it was what was on sale. Standard castle nut. Mixed. These do not originally go together, but they do work together. Fire control group. Standard carbine buffer. Carbine, whatever you want to call it. Standard spring. Magpul pistol grip. The Aero Precision lower parts kit, and let me check if that's got a safety in it, because if not, I have to go grab one. Okay, so that does come with a safety. And then an SBA 4 pistol brace, because we are building this as a pistol. I'm going to put this together, and as we go, I will show where we're at, rather than showing the whole process and pissing off YouTube. And this is when you realize that the oil you were going to bring with you was leaking and you left it at home. when you moved. You know, left it at the old place when you moved. Front takedown pin, done. A little tight, but it is what it is. So we have a minor annoyance. I don't have any thread lock because apparently I threw that out before I moved as well. So while I am going to finish this, I'm going to have to take it mostly apart for everything that's supposed to get thread locked and put that on. Bolt catch in place, mag release in, thread it in far enough that a full push doesn't snag on this side. If you don't have that threaded in far enough, it will catch if you push it in flush, which you will do at some point, you know, and it'll catch over here. When you're putting in a safety, make sure you get grease in the detent spots. Otherwise, you're gonna have a really sticky, crunchy, gritty safety. Get some grease in there, it'll slide nice and smooth. You'll still have a solid detent, but you'll get a nice smooth feel. Safety in, nice and smooth, that is beautiful. I don't know if you can even hear that. There's no like ka-thunk, there's no grittiness. Nice and slick, perfect throw. Okay, fire control group in, catches, fires. If you hold the trigger in, catches, fires. Buffer tube in. Take note, it has flat sides and round sides. Put it in with the flat side down. Give it a pivot with your thumb as you go to make sure the round side is down. Otherwise, it can manage to eject itself. If the rifle's assembled, no big deal. When you lift the lower, or when you lift the upper off of it, you could have it, you know, pop free. Doesn't usually happen, but it could. So it is not complete as it sits. I still need to get my muzzle device, which is going to have the adapter for my can. Yeah, so we have a charging handle, but it's just the standard mil spec. I will definitely be upgrading this one, and we don't have an optic yet. So don't know what I'm gonna do. I may do sights, iron sights. I may do a low power optic. We'll see. And you can see why I wanted to build it as a pistol, obviously. Otherwise it would be an SBR. So we're building as a pistol for now. We will see if I ever change it up and do a regular build with this. But, you know, I wanted a pistol. It wasn't legal in Connecticut. Connecticut had some weird laws even for the others. So now I've got one. Currently, this is 300 Blackout. This is my original 300 Blackout SBR upper Radical Firearms. I want to say it's a 9-inch barrel, and yeah, this moves. It's not tightened down up here. I honestly don't remember the barrel length. 10.5 maybe. I don't know. I would measure it, but I just don't care. The muzzle device I have coming is a flash suppressor style muzzle device, SD Tactical, because that's what fits my suppressor. So I also have a flash can cover for it, because obviously this isn't going to run my suppressor all the time, and that's awful short. So even with subs, I figure I'll want something, you know, sending the flash and muzzle blast and everything forward rather than straight out in my face.